All right, you guys, welcome back. You guys, we are here wrapping things up with the amazing voice actor Derek Shoales, who does all the audiobooks for Breakfield and Burkey, Rox and Charles. You know how much I love them. So, Derek, a little birdie told me that you are an award-winning voice actor. Is this true? Give me all the hot tea on your awards. I need to know.
Yeah. I have one. There's been a couple. And I was a finalist on a few. The winner one that was at the Roan Awards. That was where we won best audiobook general. That's the only one I've actually gotten a little statuette of. So I was like, oh my god, that's cool. I know we won audiobook fiction suspense for the Pencraft book award. There was the New York City Big Book Award. That was for the Enigma Beyond in 2020. And when the one we met on was where I was actually there for best male narration at the Independent Audiobook Awards. I was a finalist for that, which was crazy. Was seeing the other people I was up against. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm beating these guys, because it's like we're talking. God, I can't. He did one of RC. He did The Martian before, and I'm blanking on his name. He's like all over the place. And that was where I met saw Charles Rox in person. The other one I was a finalist for was another independent book series. It was a memoir, actually, for another author. And it was really fun to work with them. The Man with 17 Lives. That was also at the Independent Audiobook Awards for Best Biography and Memoir. That was a finalist for that one.
Wow, look at you, man. Look at you. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine doing a narration on a memoir. Like I don't even want to try to imagine that. That stresses me out, and I'm just a stressful person anyways, and that really stresses me out. But I want to talk about how people can work with you. Are you taking new people? What is your workload? How can they get in touch with you, if nothing else, to harass you and being like, why won't you work with me? So how does all of that work for you? What is that process like?
The process, well, I'm always open to working with new authors. The publishers are the ones that usually keep me like really busy. I work with Tantor, Christian Audio, Highbridge. They just changed from Guild into Ascent Audio, and then I'm also doing some of the nonfiction like O'Reilly and McGraw books too. But I'm always open for an indie, and I usually try to keep some spots open just in case somebody slips in. I'm usually able to be emailed, which is through my website, which is derekshoalesvoice.com. It has a contact form on there. My socials are on there too. It very rarely happens, but I have had one person reach out to me through like Twitter. I refuse to call it X, Twitter. I'm on Insta, but not too much on there. But as far as the process, they would reach out to me. Usually I require like the page count for the book. And if possible, a sample manuscript so that I can look through, because there are no-go words, topics I won't narrate. Especially if we're talking like romance and stuff. Like I'm very, 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 very selective on those ones, just because there's some stuff I'm just feel squeamish about.
So you're saying that you don't do dark romance? That's what I'm hearing, and I understand it. I understand it 100%.
Yeah. No Omegaverse. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, when you said squeamish, I was like, I don't think dark romance is what he would do.
Yeah,
so
no. I was shocked. My proofer gave me some of the names, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And she's like, "You have no idea how many there are out there." I'm like, God, like it's like I felt like such I just felt like such a neophyte at that point. Like, oh my God, there's a bigger world of audiobooks. Wow.
I'm telling you. And I have clients who have written some of those books. And so I read everybody or the clients' books, right? So when they have their audiobook out, I also listen to it. And it's one of those where just like, oh my goodness, like I can't believe like I'm listening. Yeah. Like, yes, I am the same way. So that's why when you said it, I knew what you were talking about.
It's like, I don't want to yuck people's yum, I think is the term phrasing I've heard.
Yeah.
It's just there are topics I just do not feel comfortable with, because like a non-consensual. No, I will, even if like a regular non-romance book has something like that, I'd rather somebody who feels comfortable narrating it do a good job, because I could narrate it, but it's going to come through in the performance. Yeah, and I don't really want to hurt the author's chances of selling that book.
Yeah. No, I agree and understand 100%. And so I know that you have done all of Roxanne Charles's books, every single one of them. So I'm going to put you on the spot because it wouldn't be me if I didn't do that. And so I'm dying to know, and I'm going to ask you, Roxanne Charles, the same question. Which one was the most fun that was your favorite to narrate?
Good Lord.
I know. I'm sorry.
So many of them. Oh, man. If you're starting with me, honestly, it was the villain that just sticks with me, and I cannot remember and you guys correct me every time I bring this up. It was the one where it was almost like the fountain of life kind of thing, and it had this
Yeah.
female programmer who was, like, Chinese. She
Yeah.
was head of, like, that, and I think it was that story that it had that villain that I was talking about, where I completely misunderstood him until I got, like, to the point where they were reviewing a VHS tape of him, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta go back and fix this." Yeah, Xavier, yeah. Because
Yeah.
it gave me the chance to do, like, this real voice I'd wanted to do for so long. Just like the life is very good, you know, and we are doing this, yeah. Like, just the near unhinged part to it. I loved it. I was like, "Oh my god." That for me, I stick with that. Every time I bring that up too. And I know Charles and Rox often talk about a homeless guy, which I would say if there was, like, one character I enjoyed was him. He was like a throwaway character. He was like a homeless guy who was an informant. And it gave me the chance to kind of really dive into making up this character's background, and I had a lot of fun coming through in the performance on that one. But honestly, it was my favorite was that one with Master Poe and Xavier, Dr. Xavier in that one.
Yeah. The Enigma always is what that one is. And that's the trying to engineer human beings to live for 1,000 years. That was we had a lot of fun with that one. It helped us stretch.
Right.
But I guess the one that I always remember, we were on a podcast one time, and the podcaster said, "Okay, something that Derek, you had trouble working on. What was it?" And I said, "I know which one that is. That's where the character that was doing the marketing stuff, John Champion,
Yeah.
and he turned the product into a he was trying to get the product to be able to be sold, and so what he did was he rebranded it. And what do you do with mint suppositories? I thought Derek was going to come through the phone. He was laughing so hard.
Oh my god, yeah. I remember the toilet paper and all this. I'm like, oh my god. Oh. I'm like, where do you guys get this?
Well, part of it was it's always been, can we make him laugh so he'd have trouble trying to do one of the chapters? That's that's sort of subtext for Rox and I. Just
nice.
We do get the anchor change just a little bit, but
author's prerogative, as they say.
we do appreciate the work you do, sir.
Thanks.
Roxanne, which one would you say was your favorite?
My favorite actually was the Enigma threat, because I loved how he did Gracie in that particular book. I mean, he did her right.
Nice.
That's also where he did all that range of youngsters. That was that was a huge range for you, Derek.
Yeah.
And my compliments to you for being able to do everybody from 8 years old all the way up to 35.
That was almost meeting those guys too, wasn't it? Like I had Indian. I lost count of every accent. I was going, oh my god, this is brutal. My spreadsheet was so long. I'm like, oh my god. But man, it was once I got it, it was great. I love that one.
Yeah.
But you always liked Carlos and Wanda. Carlos and Wanda have been kind of fun characters.
They were the ones that got me into your series in the first place. Those two knuckleheads were just like hilarious. Like,
but they redeemed themselves. They became good boys. They were bad. They were really bad.
They were already kind of good at the start of it, but they were just looking for an excuse to turn around. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love your guys' relationship, Derek. I love how you bring all of these books to life. Like, you guys are sitting here talking about the characters, and I feel like they're real people. like
Yeah.
your friends that are out that you're going to go, have drinks with this weekend is how I feel like. So I love it. And I love the love and the passion that you have for it. So before we wrap up on our series with you, tell everybody one more time how they can find you and how they can get in touch with you.
Well, I'm on Twitter more often than Instagram. I do have an account on Instagram. I just don't post to it that much. I do post on Facebook as well. Again, those are like upcoming books and stuff like that. You can DM me, but I'm not really too much on that. If you really want to get in touch with me, you can go to derekshoalesvoice.com. That's my website. My demos are on there, samples, almost a discography on there, but I keep losing track of it. But there's also a contact form in my email as well on there as well. Email is the best way to try to reach out to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
If that doesn't work, you can always go to our YouTube website, because we have audio snippets from all of the books in each of the different categories.
Yeah.
Just teasers, and here's an example. And if you can't get a hold of Derek, we'll help reroute traffic to be able to do that.
Nice.
I love it. Well, you guys go out and download and listen to Enigma Jewels. It's the latest one in the Enigma series, Enigma Airs, that Derek has voice acted and narrated. So make sure that you go and check it out. But until next time, everybody, Derek, thank you so much for hanging out and partying with us. And we will see all of you guys next time. Bye for now, everybody.